Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer, and I hit 100 subscribers. That's a pretty small amount compared to a lot of the bigger YouTubers on the platform. But I think what we need to learn is to be proud of the small steps on our journey. I mean, 100 subscribers is, like 100 more. Well, actually, at the start of the year, I had some, so I guess like 80 more than I had at the start of the year. Like, I basically multiplied my subscriber count by like 5, and I think it's worth appreciating that. So, this is my 100 subscriber special. I'm recording this as soon as I noticed, actually I noticed 100 subscribers right before I went to bed. So I'm recording this the day after I noticed that I had 100 subscribers. So, and this should go up the same day I'm recording this. If it doesn't, then I'm just lazy. But I figured what better game to play for 100 subscribers than Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Now, some of you may know that I'm quite inept when it comes to this game. But over the last, few minutes, I've gotten a ton of practice in, and I'm fully ready to just completely demolish this game. And I guess let's talk a bit about Super Mario Bros. For the NES itself, because I think it's important that, I'm playing this game, so I should talk a bit about my thoughts and opinions on it, Number one, I think this game still holds up very well, especially compared to Super Mario 64. This wasn't the first 2D game ever made, but it was the one that people say was, a decent quality game that actually saved, the home console gaming industry. And is it fair to give all that credit to this game? Probably not, but a lot of people do. And that's because it's, compared to other games of its time, it's very, very superior. I thought this game was a bit lacking, when I first saw it when I was, 5 or whatever it was when I first played video games. But comparing it to some of the games that came before, yeah, it's definitely superior, no doubt about it. Anyway, I'm gonna actually head down this pipe this time. Just because I realized that collecting coins is actually... I missed the coins in that block. Okay. Collecting coins is actually pretty useful. Because unlike modern Mario games, they don't throw a buttload of lives your way. Just because I've gotten a few minutes of practice in doesn't mean I'm completely an ace at this game, so, bear with me. Also, this game is a little bit more difficult than a modern Mario experience. I wouldn't say it's too much different. I'd say that most of the controls are carried over. You run, you jump. The most that's changed is ground pounds, wall jumps, and spin jumps, and that's kind of all I would say for, what's different. Oh, I missed the jump. Well, I could at least get these coins then. But, otherwise, a lot of the basic framework is still here in the modern day, from this game. And I think that's why this game holds up well compared to Mario 64, because in Mario 64, I feel like Mario's momentum and the camera movement and all that stuff just combined to make a kind of not horrible, but definitely unpleasant experience. And I don't know. I feel that this game doesn't necessarily have that. Some of the controls and momentum and, hitboxes seem a little bit more, jank than in the modern day. But also, I would say that this game has, I feel like the difficulty of this game mostly comes from learning the stuff versus Super Mario 64, where it feels like I can't ever grasp how Mario slides around and how he sometimes turns on a dime and sometimes he doesn't, No, that's not good. I have plenty of lives, but being small, very not good. Another thing to like about this game is that it's short. Perfect for speedrunning and, taking shortcuts and all that jazz. It's right here. Okay. Let's just run straight forward. Make sure we're making all the jumps. And make sure we're paying attention to the sound effect. Oh, yeah, momentum can feel a little bit tricky in this game sometimes, but I think it's more so to do with how the game is, like the pixels and stuff, because I feel like it's basically kind of the same momentum as in modern games, or close enough. And that's what and this game is just really great. Now, we're getting towards the end of the game. We're halfway through, about, when you take into consideration all the levels I'm choosing to play. Oops. That's fine. So, I figure I guess I should now talk about 100 subscribers and what that means. 100 subscribers to me means that I now officially have a shot. And I guess what I mean by that is, when I started this channel, I was always starting, YouTube with inspiration from YouTubers, that have kind of been around from the beginning, but more so that have been around since I was a kid, which was not the beginning of YouTube. Let that speak for itself. I grew up watching a lot of YouTube. In fact, I don't, I'm not even on social media on a personal account except for YouTube. YouTube is about the only thing that I actually have for social media, and I've watched, experience content on for social media. That'll probably change if I want to take, this YouTube thing all the way. But I think what's more, what I'm more so trying to say is YouTube has always been a big part of my life, as much as playing video games have. Not because I was a creator, but because I grew up watching so many other creators. Early on, I mainly watched, early on, I would say that the main YouTuber I watched was probably, Chugga Conroy, probably. And that's kind of the main one I personally watched, a lot of his stuff. Otherwise, I just watched whoever was playing Pokemon or Zelda or Mario. But, maybe that contributes to why, I love puns, into, throughout the years, because obviously that's a thing that he enjoys. And I'm not saying that, oh, the only reason I love puns is because I'm imitating him. I think it's more so I grew up watching him, and as such, a big part of, my experience growing up was puns. It also helps that I have some, in my opinion, pretty witty parents who, would always have clever comebacks for any of my jokes, whether they be puns or just general other wordplay. I can enjoy some practical humor, you know, such as, I can enjoy practical humor like, you know, slipping on a banana peel, but I always come back to wordplay and puns. So yeah. And that's obviously why I named myself Pun Food. The pun part, at least, you know. But, you know, growing up, I always thought, wow, this person can play video games for a living? You know, I want to do that. And later on, I sort of thought, well, that's unrealistic. Maybe I could design video games. And then I'm like, wait, nope, that's way too much work. Nope. I can make, you know, playing video games for a living work. I'm incredibly lazy, honestly. And YouTube is probably one of the only things I'm actually passionate about and feel like I gotta get a video up. You know, I gotta get a video up, like, every day I can, basically. And, you know, so to finally come from, like, a kid where it's like, you know, my parents tell me, well, I guess, you know, if you want to do YouTube when you grow up, you know, you can do that, you know, and me saying, well, it sounds like, you know, it's gonna be hard to make it, because I would have to be entertaining and funny, you know, like, you know, I sort of thought that sounds hard, and if I feel like, you know, these people have been going at it for years, you know, people like Chugga Conroy, people like Failboat, you know, people like Alpharad, you know, people that I watch, you know, and have watched for a few years now, you know, and many others, of course, you know. I grew up with YouTube. It wasn't like, you know, I started YouTube on a whim, right? You know, I grew up, you know, having this expectation of what it means to be a YouTuber. And I sort of, you know, said, like, you know, that seems impossible. You know, these people are talented. They put effort. You know, how am I going to get anywhere? I don't have an editor. I don't have, you know, I don't really have a niche yet. These people have already huge followers. Who's going to want to watch me? You know, I'd love to be just like them someday. Or not just like them, you know, be original and stuff, but just like them in the sense that I get to play video games and have fun and, you know, make that my life. But, you know, I guess I sort of, at the time, thought, you know, that seems impossible. And I haven't made it by any means yet. You know, I am nowhere near close to actually, you know, doing a thing. Not doing a thing, but actually making it on YouTube. But Hammer Bros suck. I'm nowhere close to making it on YouTube. Not yet, at least. Gonna have to start over. Okay. I liked a lot of what I was, saying in this take. So I've just decided that, okay, this is as far as it'll let me go back. I've just decided that I'm just going to, rewind. It may sound like cheating, but also it is cheating, but it's more so for the sake of so I can finish recording this episode on time. Sorta. Kinda. There we go. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, growing up, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I guess part of what I'm also trying to say is, there we go. Never mind. Okay. If I can make it past the Hammer Bros, honestly, I'm in good shape. But if I can't, then that might be a problem. Nope. Screw it. Screw it. Already wasted a ton of time. I've been trying to record this for like half an hour now. Anyway. Somehow that worked. If I can get 100 coins, that'd be nice. But, there we go. Okay, on to the final level. So I should really wrap up what I'm saying. I know it may be cheating or whatever to rewind and play, but the point is I wanted to finish the game. And the problem is if I did another attempt, I'd have to re-say all of what I already said. You know, I want to say it's this pipe. No, I don't think it is. Okay. I don't know the path through this level too well anyway, so, you know, I get to, well, this looks new. Okay. Nope. Does that take me back to the beginning? It does. Okay. So, wrapping up what I'm saying, I think that, oh, it's that pipe, right. Cool. Okay. Anyway, I think that, you know, I grew up watching YouTube, and it's become a part of my life, and of course I'm a YouTuber, you know, now. I mean, I'm not like a YouTuber, but I'm a YouTuber, you know. Should a distinction be made? I don't know. I'm putting content on YouTube if it's any good. I mean, I have 100 subscribers now, so it must be at least decent, you know. But I think 100 subscribers means a lot to me, more than just I, you know, multiplied the subscriber count. It means a lot to me in the sense that now I have 100 subscribers going into 2024. If I could get 200 in a couple months and maybe 500 before summer, then by the time, you know, summer's over, I could potentially see myself at 1,000. There's no guarantees of that by any means, and, you know, it might just be wishful thinking, but I think the thing is, I could potentially, you know, I guess I've seen based on, you know, just on the growth, there is potential that potentially I could make it as a full-time YouTuber. You know, I know a lot of people's stories don't start with them saying, I never thought I'd be doing this full-time, but for me, I think becoming a YouTuber full-time has always been partially my goal. And dying to Bowser's hammers has not. I have another life, that's good. Where does it spawn me? At the beginning. Well, now I know the path. Okay. Now I have to figure out something else to say while I wait to get back to where I was. No. I just can't. I can't re-record all of what I've said. So, for those of you first 100 people subscribed to the channel, I thank you. Thank you very much. I think what you've done for me is not just grow my channel from a channel with no subscribers, but rather, you've shown me that... Are you kidding? That's like the worst way to die. What? How did that not count as a jump? Is that one of those Super Mario Bros. 1 hitbox things? I don't know. Anyway. So what you've done for... What was that? I hit the... Is it because I hit the... Whatever. I'm just trying to beat the level at an appropriate time. So, what you've done for me is more than just grow my channel from 0 subscribers to 100. You, to me, have shown that... Okay, I need more momentum for that. Nope. Okay, there we go. You to me have shown that dreams can be real. And that maybe all I needed all along was to give a bit more effort into what I do. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. We present you a new quest. Hold on. Wait. A new quest, like, you know, going to, 200 or 500 subscribers, right? Right? Yeah. 1-1. Uh-huh. A new quest, and that there's more to this stupid game! My name has been, and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and always will be Pun Food. And thank you very much for 100 subscribers.